Hi, my name is Angélica, and I graduated from Cal State Long Beach with psychology, and now I work for a nonprofit legal law firm that does immigration law firm. Yes, I work at an immigration law firm and I'm excited. The reason why I chose this filter is because I kind of wish I looked like this in real life. I feel like my eyebrows look really nice, my nose is straight, and my eyes are even, I don't know, like I have a really nice smile. So I chose this filter because it's kind of like, oh, I wish I looked like this kind of thing. So the first question that stood out to me was, what experience on the internet have you had that you will never forget? And I think this dates back to eighth grade when like Facebook was starting to get really popular and people would just post random things like on their status, like I'm really happy, or how is everyone doing, or I hate like raw XD, things like that. And I just thought it was so innocent kind of thing. Yeah, I thought Facebook was really innocent. And then that's when I started to notice there was a lot of bullying in my elementary school and middle school, eighth grade. But specifically, the moment that stood out to me was I think I posted something like, I'm going to go to the mall with my friends. And one of my other friends that wasn't invited commented and said, no one likes you, you're ugly. And that was my first ever internet bullying like comment. And then it was crazy because a bandwagon of people started to go on it like, oh yeah, you're so ugly, you're dumb. And I've never experienced bullying. Like that was before that moment in eighth grade. I was it was interesting, like this place that I thought was just innocent where I can share my emotions and feelings totally got distorted after that moment. So it made me feel weird. It felt like I wasn't safe anymore on the internet after that. Do I like TikTok? Yes, I love TikTok, but it is very addicting. Like I will have random audio stuck in my head all day, or songs that are popular on TikTok, or I'll learn things on TikTok that I don't learn from middle school, high school. Like I think on TikTok I learned how to do my taxes, or like the meaning behind taxes, or I actually learned how to do credit card information, or like the like science behind credit cards and the business behind it. So I learned more on TikTok than I did. Ew, that was such a TikTok thing. But like I learned more on TikTok than I did in a lot of spaces that I should have learned, like high school, like even college kind of thing. But I also don't like TikTok because I will spend hours on it scrolling mindlessly because it's numbing. Like I'm numb, but I also want to feel something. Like when I have a really long day and I'm tired, I want to numb myself by not thinking about my day, and I want to feel good things, so I'll just go on TikTok. And when there's a video that mildly like trigger, or not even the word trigger, but like bring up these emotions that I should feel, immediately I'm like, oh, scroll, like I don't like that. Or like, yeah, all I want to watch is funny videos on TikTok, or like things that will bring me good feelings. And I notice that cannot be a good thing when you need to feel bad feelings, or not even bad feelings, but if you just need to feel all the feelings, like fear, sadness. And TikTok does not help me to do that. It helps me to cope in really poor ways. And on that note too, when was the last time I felt really bored? Was when I was not on Instagram, not on TikTok, not on Facebook, not on Snapchat, not on YouTube. I had none of those applications. I think I did kind of like a detox for 3 months. And that's when I felt really bored. I felt out of place. It was weird. Like I felt like I wasn't in touch with the world. And that was kind of scary. And I was really bored. I felt like I was not a part of the cool new thing. I felt like I wasn't involved. I felt out of place, and I felt really bored, and had to find other ways to not be bored instead of those like things. What does reality mean to me? I ask this question a lot to myself sometimes. I'm like, am I really living life? Am I living a reality that I want to live in? And I think that question goes back to what is reality means to me is if I'm living out my truest potential in what I am put on this earth for. And I think that could be like, well, what do you know what you're put on this earth for? But I think you kind of know, like I think when you live life and this kind of weird feeling of like, am I living a fruitful and meaningful life? I think that's it. Reality for me is, am I living a fruitful and meaningful life? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do on this earth? And am I doing good? Like, and I think even good is it's such a nebulous thing. Like, it's so subjective too. Like, what does good even mean? But I truly mean it's like, am I fruitful enough of like, am I doing things that benefit for other people, but that also benefit me too, in like a impactful way, in a good impactful way, one that in generations people will be like, yeah, and like maybe it will be, and that's another thing too, is I think our reality is not everyone's going to make an impact that will be remembered in generations. I think an idea will be implanted. Wow, this is getting really deep. Sorry. Wow, this is crazy. Because I think for me, in reality is like I'm living what I'm being put on this earth without the pressure of like, it's going to be amazing and world breaking thing. Like I genuinely like just being a good person is my reality. Like I'm being fruitful. I'm doing things that will benefit other people, and I'm living the best potential in me and for myself and for others is what reality means to me. And sometimes it's weird because it's like, can I do that through the internet? Can I do that not in the internet? Or can I do that both kind of way? So yeah, that's reality. I don't even know if I answered that. What are my thoughts on the metaverse? I don't know. I do know. I think the metaverse is what is something you do to stay focused? I think this is me with someone who struggles with ADHD is probably medication. Adderall really helps, and these little things that you see everywhere on TikTok, the little popper things. When I work at my law firm, I need this. And if I don't have this, like if I don't have something to fidget with, it's so hard for me to focus. Even on TikTok, like I need this to focus because I'll just mindlessly scroll. Like I can't even focus sometimes when someone's saying a story time. Like it's not helpful for me. Did I keep going? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why are most YouTube thumbnails with people looking surprised or angry? Clickbait. It's literally clickbait. Come on. If you saw someone smiling happy, like you're like, okay, like that's probably like a whatever video. But if you see me going like, you're like, oh my gosh, why is she so excited? I want to know too. It's like the cheese man, like the gossip. Like I want to know in that too. Like what's happening there? Or the angry, like I see some like TikTokers or YouTube thumbnails, like I don't even know how to do. And it's funny because I click on that. I'm so gullible, and I'm sure other people are. Going back to that, kids thrive on facial recognition. Like kids know when their mom is happy or when they're sad or when they're angry on facial things. Like kids at a really young age know this. So going back to the question of like, should kids under 10 be supervised? Yeah, because or just kids in general, kids in general, like when they see a happy, like, thumbnail, like they're like, okay, that's cool. But when they see an angry or surprised, like, I want to know that. Like, that sounds like something I'm interested in. And it's because it's as even me as an adult, it's like, I want to know something that is juicy, that is enticing, that is going to make me feel this with them. Come on. I'm a sucker for freaking Karen videos or compilations where I see Karens get totally destroyed or make a fool out of themselves, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like it might be nature. Like when we see animals fight, we're like, oh, that's interesting, that's cool. It's like us humans, like when we see each other fight, like school fights, people are recording, people are witnessing, like you can't help but be drawn to the shock, to the anger. It's like, I want to be involved in that or be a bystander, so I think that's why. That's it. Bye, everyone. See you on the internet.